My mind keeps telling me that I am not compatible with a man, and it drives me crazy. I, 20 female, have a feeling that maybe I'm not meant to with this guy, am 26, that I'm going on a date with. It has always been this way where I'm talking with a guy, and my mind keeps telling me that this guy is not right for you. End this, and it always turned out to be true where I do not talk to them anymore. For context, I've been in 3 toxic relationships. I knew this guy from last year, and we just started off as friends. Sometimes he would ask me how I'm doing, and such, but this year, we met again, and we started to develop feelings for each other, and just went out for 3 days with texting there and that. I like him, he's really nice and sweet to me. Yesterday was amazing, we held hands, talked, and I felt so safe and secure with him, but then suddenly later today, my mind keeps telling me that he's not right for me over and over. Just yesterday I was liking him so much, then today, my feelings are different. What is wrong with me? I don't like to change up so suddenly. I told him on the second day of us getting to know each other that we're not compatible. I was really overthinking everything. I asked him some questions to know him as a person, and it didn't really wow me or so impressive. So that's why I said so. But like a week and a half later I texted him again to see how he's doing, and we talk, and I started to like him again, and he's the same way still. So we went out with each other for the 3rd time. I think I'll just keep going along with it and see where it goes, but I don't know why my mind keeps bugging me so much, and I don't want to end things so suddenly just because my mind tells me no. Please let me know what you guys think. Too long did not read. I like this one guy, but my mind and feelings keep saying that we're incompatible and makes me question myself. Why are you trying to force it? Maybe try being single for a while. Since your mind keeps being right, maybe you should listen to it. You might benefit from reading The Gift of Fear. Sometimes your subconscious will notice things that you are overlooking. You need to deep dive your thoughts, or ask for second opinions. Or you are self-sabotaging. How to break up with someone you love, and you see them almost 24/7. Me and my boyfriend have been dating for 5 months. And we are teenagers. He has asked me out before, and I rejected him even though I had feelings for him, because it's our senior year, and we are preparing for college, and it's extremely hard in our country because of the education system. After I rejected him, his life literally collapsed. He turned into someone who doesn't care about grades or life from an A+ student. We spent summer separately. I never saw him once during summer. But his friend contacted me, and he asked me for him again. The friend of his told me how much he loved me, how sad he is. I rejected again. The school started, and he was literally in depression the first 2 weeks. He would put his head on the desk and cry silently. I found out about the crying later. Then seeing him, I started to feel absolutely crashed too. Then he asked me out once again, face to face, telling me how much he loved me and how he would do anything to keep me happy, etc. I accepted this time, and during the first months, we argued a lot. Most of them was about him not feeling my love and me apologizing thousands of times. After a while this topic was over because I believe him not feeling my love was because I was just shy. Anyways, recently this relationship started to feel heavier for me. I always had this thought inside me that told me it was wrong to have a relationship in the last year of high school, while it's already hard times for you. It was the most loud thought in my mind, but other than that, I started to realize our incompatible characteristics. Like him being kind of aggressive, not to me but in general life, the way we were raised as kids, the way we see religion, the way him being too much into politics, and his opinions about politics. But I love him. I love him, and I'm scared of these things make me have to break up with him. And if I break up with him, I'm scared of the feeling of guilt, the guilt of giving him a heartbreak like this in return for that such a love. Because I know he loves me so much. And I doubt that I could never encounter this much love in my life. I'm scared that I will overthink everything and my grades will go down. I don't know what to do, but I know that I am not okay right now. Too long did not read. I love him, but I also in a very stressful year of exams. And the relationship feels wrong, but I'm scared. It seems like he pressured and guilt you into a relationship. If it feels wrong, it's wrong. I'd end it, but I would do it in a public place or safe space. You're not responsible for fixing his life, and if the relationship feels heavy or wrong, that matters. Love isn't enough if you're stressed and unhappy. It's okay to choose what's healthiest for you, even if it hurts. The odds of this relationship working out are low. I feel like a burden to everyone I care about, 21F. I don't even know why I'm writing this, but I feel so heavy inside and needed to share. I've been feeling like this for a while now, like I'm dragging everyone around me down with my constant sadness. I don't want to be that person, always complaining and always in a bad mood, but I can't seem to help it. I keep thinking about how much better off everyone would be if I just disappeared. I watch my friends, 2022, M/F, friends for 5 years, laughing and enjoying their lives while I sit on the sidelines, feeling like I'm just existing rather than living. Every time someone asks how I am, I shrug it off, but inside I'm screaming that I'm not okay. I can see the confusion on their faces when I try to force a smile, and it breaks my heart. I want them to understand, but I don't have the words to explain this suffocating weight that's become my reality. My family, parents 45M/42F, younger sibling 16F, has their own problems, and I feel like adding my struggles would just increase their load. I don't want to be the reason for disappointment or concern. I keep convincing myself I should be stronger, that everyone else has it worse, and I shouldn't be feeling this way. And yet here I am, crying alone in my room, wishing I could be someone else, someone who feels light and free. I've started isolating myself more, avoiding social situations because it hurts too much to pretend anymore. The loneliness wraps around me like a warm blanket, but it's suffocating at the same time. I don't know if they realize I'm slipping away. Maybe they think I'm just busy or caught up in my own world. It's hard to reach out when you feel so broken inside. I feel trapped in my own mind, and honestly, I'm terrified of how far down this hole goes. Question: how can I stop feeling like a burden and start letting people in without guilt? Too long did not read. 21F feeling like a constant burden to friends, 2022, M/F, friends 5 years, and family, parents 45M/42F, sibling 16F. Isolating self, struggling with sadness, scared to reach out. Looking for advice to stop feeling like a burden. It's an awful feeling. Pensive face. You need to go to the DR and get some blood tests. Thyroid plus other hormones, iron/ferritin, etc. Your doctor can also talk to you about treatment options. All the best. You deserve happiness and contentment, Red Heart. Hello there. First question. It is very important for your described problem. Do you have a job or some sort of independence from your family? Am I being financially and emotionally used, or am I overreacting? I'm 35F and have been with my partner 30M for almost 6 years. Before this relationship, I had no debt, no overdraft, good credit, £9,000 savings, etc. Now I'm in around £8,000 credit card debt and £2,500 overdraft. I earn enough a month to pay my rent independently, and the tenancy is in my name. I can technically afford everything, but I've been under a lot of financial and work stress recently, including a legal issue with my employer. I feel constantly on edge. My partner doesn't consistently work. He's lost about 15 jobs as he doesn't turn up. He lies in bed all day. So I've been paying the majority of the bills for the past few years. When there's money in my account, he becomes irritable, asks for things, wants takeaway/weed, etc. When I have no money left, he behaves better because there's nothing left to ask for, but I may as well be invisible as he gets his fix elsewhere, friends, etc. He uses cannabis daily and occasionally cocaine. If he has no weed, he sulks, guilt trips me, or withdraws. When I pull away emotionally, he suddenly becomes nice and attentive, which pulls me back in, but it never lasts. Recently I told him I feel like he doesn't love me the way I love him. He walked out. He also bought me flowers the day after Valentine's Day, after staying in bed all day on the actual day, and made a comment about him being clever for getting them cheaper than the day before, and his mum paid for them. If I imagine him gone for good, I think I'd feel healthier long term. But I'm scared of being alone while I clear my debt, as it's been a struggle up to now paying for everything, including funding him. I'm also ashamed I let my finances get this bad, funding this man. Am I being used? Is this addiction-related behavior? How do I stop getting pulled back in when he temporarily changes and rebuild my life? Too long did not read. 35F, financially stable before this 6-year relationship, £9,000 savings, no debt. Now £8,000 credit card plus £2,500 overdraft after years of carrying a partner, 30M, who won't hold a job, lies in bed all day, and uses weed daily plus occasional cocaine. He's irritable when I have money, behaves better when I don't, and becomes nice when I pull away, but it never lasts. Tenancy is in my name, and I can afford rent, but I'm scared of being alone while rebuilding financially. Am I being used? And how do I stop getting pulled back in when he temporarily changes? Why are you with this loser? Kick him out and get therapy on the money you save funding this loser who just uses you. I just don't understand how you're not disgusted by him. You deserve so much better. If your life got worse in every measurable way since being with him, that's your answer. You're a 35-year-old woman with a grown man who is an unemployed drug addict. Please, you don't need Reddit to tell you that you should have saved your breath here and left him long ago.